Hello everyone, good afternoon. When I'm recording it, it's in the afternoon. So today we are here to talk about books because yes, you can see the frame. It shows a couple of books. I hope I don't have a better setup. Until I do that, please bear with me if you're interested. If you feel like it is not worth it, please move on. Thank you. So I am Parijat. This is my channel. I have an Insta account for book reading as well. Both this channel and that account, they are solely for the purpose to journal my reaction, not necessarily my reaction, but yes, obviously how I have been feeling about books. What are the books that I keep picking? What are the books which I want to read? I just wanted to record that. So here we are. After many years, here I am, and I have successfully, I hope I don't jinx it, but I have successfully gotten out of a hideous reading style. Here we are. We will not ponder upon that unless it is necessary, because I will keep digressing as I am doing right now. So the last book I have read, I have been reading. I resumed my reading spree on the last week of May. I don't exactly remember the date, but on the last week of May is when I started it. And after that, since then, I have read Circe by Madeline Miller, Orbital by Samantha Harvey, Anxious People by Frederick Backman, and Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka. So, we will talk about many of them in other videos, if and when they happen, because I am a very inconsistent person about anything. I try to be consistent with me being a person. Like, as a person I try to be consistent, but whatever I do, I am very whimsical. Whatever, let's move on from that. And today we are here to talk about two things. One is a book that I have read, and I will be talking about it on the basis of how I felt about it, what happened around it. Okay. And the other thing that will happen is the other book that I am currently reading, and how I feel about it while I'm reading, because I won't be recording the entire process, but I feel that would be good, so I am sharing it. The first audience of this channel is me, myself. So whatever it is, if it is not worth your time, please don't bother. Please, I request you. Time is precious. Your time is obviously precious, valuable. I am not trying to be harsh. If you want to be there, you are welcome. If you don't, please don't push yourself to be here, because I know there are other fancy things available on the social media which you might like better. So the book that I have finished reading, most probably the last book that I finished reading, is Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka. This one. I came to know about this book when I was in college. I was English major, and this book was a very popular book. It is still very popular, and many people have recommended it to me, but me being me, whatever comes into my syllabus is the book that I hate reading. So it was not in my syllabus, but boring people recommended this book to me, so I did not read it back then. And now suddenly I wanted to get done with it, and I did. I finished reading it successfully in one day. That's wonderful for me. Now, this book that I read is from Fingerprint Classics, and it is printed. It was 100 rupees. I don't remember how much how much it was, because it's been long that it's been rotting in the shelves. Well, it's not at a bad condition because I do take care of my books. So, okay, there are things that I want to. These are trivial things perhaps, but I would say these are very important, because as a person who either stares at a screen all day or reads something or is writing something or doing something optically intensive, for them it is a nice font. The spacing, the font, if you can see it, I would say that this is one of the best reading experiences on the basis of how the way it has been printed. The words are a good, like the font is a good font for my eyes. The spacing is nice. I was not struggling to while reading it, and yeah, so that's that. You can see these tags. These are the lines which I really liked. Now, this book starts with an introduction of. There is a preface, I guess. Let me check. There is an introduction where we come to know about Kafka's life. Let me check who has written it. We don't know who has written it, but we get to know about Kafka's life. And I would say that's good. Not I am not talking on academic basis, because I don't think I am that much capable. But what I want to say is that if you are reading this book for fun or just want to explore it, and you would like it to have a smooth experience for your eyes, not your mind or how you receive it, but just how it appears, I would say I don't like the cover. I don't like the cover. Though the theme doesn't really give you to do something better with the cover, but again I would say if somebody can do a better cover, I would like that. I don't like this cover. Next, we get to know about Kafka, and reading about his life does help me a lot, because I had not much introduction about him or his life or what he did or who he was. So it was nice to know about that. And because on social media mostly we come to know about these writers and we get some sporadic information about them, but here when we are talking about it, it feels consolidated, and which I did like. Then comes the preface to this book, and yes, that also says about Kafka's life. Yes, it does. It also speaks about Kafka's life. I am very forgetful, so just bear with me. But whatever it is, it gives a small introduction about what you are about to experience from the book, Metamorphosis. Also, the context of Kafka's life, or we can say they give you a brief picture of what happened to Kafka, or who was Kafka, or how Kafka happened. And then starts the book. It's about Gregor Samsa. Here's the blurb. Let me read it out for you. One morning when Gregor Samsa woke from troubled dreams, he found himself transformed in his bed into a horrible vermin. This is a quote. Then comes Thus begins the Metamorphosis, cited as one of the seminal works of fiction of the 20th century, a story of Gregor Samsa, a traveling salesman who wakes up one day to discover that he has metamorphosed into a bug. The Metamorphosis is a book that concerns itself with the themes of alienation, disillusionment, and existentialism. As Samsa struggles to reconcile his humanity with his transformation, Kafka very deftly weaves his readers into a web that deals with the absurdity of existence, the alienating experience of modern life, and the cruelty and incomprehensibility of authoritarian power, leaving them at once stunned and impressed. I'm sorry, I spat. So, this is what the book is about. It is around 90 pages. Like the story is around, should I call it a story? It is a novel, I guess. So it is around 90 pages long. This book is sad and kind of dark. I feel it is sad and dark. Whatever I say is what I feel. It doesn't have any other consideration other than what I felt during reading this. So, the book talks about, I won't give you any spoiler, but as I have read the blurb, but as the story progresses, you get to learn about the main character, Gregor Samsa, who is the person going through the metamorphosis. Now, the book is something that I shouldn't say doesn't touch your heart. It does, because there is a person who is in pain. And unless you are, what should I say, a very, very rude person, or like every last drop of life has been sucked out of your soul, then perhaps you won't find it painful. Otherwise, it is sad. Whatever happens to Samsa, Gregor Samsa. Now, there we have our other characters, mainly his family, his sister, his parents. The way Gregor is portrayed in this book is very depressing. Perhaps that is the point, but it is depressing. You do feel sad. I did feel sad about him. Okay. Like a person who works so hard to make things better for his family and himself also, and suddenly they find out that they are not anymore a human being physically, so they can't communicate. They can listen to other people, they can understand them, but others can't speak their language because they can't understand what he's saying. So what I'm trying to say is, again, I am repeatedly saying the same thing, but this book makes you sad. My complaint is that yes, there are many bad things happen to Samsa, but the change, the metamorphosis that he's experiencing, the book doesn't say it was his fault or somehow some of his past action caused this. It is not like that. It just happened. And so in this book, however you look at the other characters, yes, Gregor is, as we are learning the story from Gregor's point of view, right? Though Gregor is not the narrator, if I'm not wrong. Yes, Gregor is not the narrator, but obviously as the main character we learn a lot about Gregor, and we get to know the reflections of other people through Gregor's experiences or Gregor's emotions. And also, the narrator personally doesn't take up the space as a character, but his remarks are there, which helps us to know more about the other characters. But what I would say is that I don't know if the aim of this book was to make it gory or to materialize the imaginations or the anticipations that Kafka himself had in his lives, and like have it on paper, because that is a possibility. But I didn't enjoy the narrative. Whatever the storyline could have been a bit more empathetic, or if not this cruel. I don't want to give you the ending, because it might shoot a pang in your heart, but how the story ends is very dystopian. I hope I'm not using the word with the wrong meaning or for the wrong purpose, but I think it was very, very, very disillusioning. The entire book is. There is a portion where we can find out the love among the family members and all. Yes, everything is there, but just the fact that if you are not useful to someone, even if they are your closest family, you don't matter anymore. That is really harsh. I am not trying to say that it is wrong, this doesn't happen, don't say it, no. But I have had more empathetic narratives. Perhaps again that was the point of the author, Kafka, but I did not enjoy it. If I'm not wrong, let me check. I guess I rated it 3.5 or 3.75. I don't exactly remember, but again, I don't hate this book, but if you ask me, would you read it again? I won't. Most probably I won't, unless I have to. Like for some project or something, I have to write something down and I need to go through the passages and all. I rated it 3.5. That was the lowest rating I have ever given. And trust me, I have read around 6 books and 3 of them got 5 stars. So I am not a person who is not a star giver. So that is all I have to talk about this book. This book is very popular. I have talked a lot. It's been 18 minutes. Just fast forward it. And then we come to the other book, which is The God of Small Things by Arundhati Roy. She's a very, very popular Indian author, and I have known most about her through interviews or clippings. And what I would say is that this I was looking forward to reading this book. Now, I got this book around 2020 or 2021 during COVID through Amazon, and sometime later I tried reading it, but I couldn't. I have this issue with Indian novels in English who use such ornamental words. For me, I am not saying that this is a bad book again, but the language, I know my vocabulary is not very strong. So this book, while reading it, I had quite some difficult moments. Yeah. So what I'm trying to say is, I don't enjoy reading a story about anything, be it a poetry, novel, anything. I don't enjoy reading a story if I have to look up the dictionary all the time. But again, it is not the author's fault that I don't know those words. But I did not have a fun time reading that. It was not a smooth experience for me. Yes, so I couldn't even finish the first chapter. I DNF'd it. And again, my bell is ringing. Give me a moment. Yes, so here I am. This is the book, The God of Small Things, and this is my second time trying to read it. Why I am picking it up again? One of the influencing people for me doing this is Shilpi, my friend, who also has an incredible book page channel on Instagram, which is named Lunar Lead Archive, and she is a very, very big fan, is what I feel, of Orundutira and this book specifically. So when I told her that I want to read this book, but I had a hard time last time, she told me to try it again, and I am doing that. And this time I am around page 146. I am having a better time. Perhaps it's been years and I have gathered a bit more knowledge about English, and now I have a better vocabulary than what I had back then. But still, it is taking me more time to read. Now, what I'm trying to say is, in this time frame from the last week of May till now, as the other books I have read, this is the book that is tiring me the most. Not because of the storyline. I like the storyline, I like the narrative, but it is taking me a lot of time to read through. It is not a very smooth journey for me. So if there is anyone out there who have had a similar experience, please let me know if you have any way outs to make it easier. And if you don't want to, you don't have to, but if you want to, please do share. Also, what I'm trying to say is, I have read less than 50%, but yet I have this many tags. So there are lines which are really, really interesting. I love the humor. I love the portrayal of Kerala. I love how the characters are building, though not all the characters. I have love-hate relationships with every one of them. That can be a me problem. Everything can be a me problem here. But that is how I feel. This book, there are certain quotes, like from reviews. A novel of real ambition must invent its own language, and this one does, says John Updike at the New Yorker. A masterpiece utterly exceptional in every way, says Harper's and Queen. It was the winner of the 1997 Booker Prize. So it is not a matter of joke. It is definitely a very good book. People have high regards for this book. Here it says, the book keeps all the promises that it makes. The Booker Prize citation, 14th October 1997. And we have other Here it says, never again will a single story be told as though it's the only one. John Berger. So what I am trying to say is, I like the narrative, I like the storyline. I like the characters, though I am not in 100% in love with these characters, but I do like them. I want to know more about them. I am very much intrigued by Esthapan or Estha, but it is not an easy read for me, for a person like me. I'm hoping for the best. I will let you know if I happen to be coming up with another video in a week or so, I guess. I'm trying to read a book a week at least, and this book is keeping me engaged. I won't lie, but what is happening is, I don't know if perhaps I have a very short attention span, but it is making me do some hard work to go through it. So yeah, that's all that I have to say right now. It's already been 25 minutes. I'm very sorry that I have taken such long time. I will try to do better. It is my first book related video on BookTube. Okay, I have to thank my friend Shilpi for somehow passively perhaps or subconsciously influencing me to be a person who wants to read. Though I was a person who wanted to read, but I was not reading, she helped me to get out of that slump. And after that, I would really I'm very grateful for the influence that the famous booktuber Jack Ben Edwards have had on me. We're very close in ages, but he knows nothing about me. I know quite a lot from his videos and his Instagram handle, what should I say. But if he happens to come after this video, I would like to thank him for influencing me to start reading again, and I love what I'm going through right now. I will be talking about the other books which I have read. I have also read White Knights. I have read Cersei. I have read Anxious People. So yeah, I have read around six-ish books. It's been fun. I recorded a video prior to this one to see what happens. I think I'm doing better than that one, but it is not like I'm not trying to do better or worse. I'm just trying to record the things and share it with people if you are interested only. So again, if you hated it, I'm sorry. If you loved it, I'm thankful and I'm very happy for that. Have fun, read books if you want to, and if you are going through a slump, get to know about your tastes, what kind of books you like, and get a short one. There are many books available, and read books. It does help a lot. It was nice. I'm feeling great, and thank you for being here. Bye. And I'm sorry for taking so much time, but again, thank you.